All right, well, to recap of Monday, the 9th of January. Um, I'm trading shit. I'm doing shit, but I will get back into it. On the one hand, I'm like okay with it because no, I'm not okay with it, but I'm happy that I'm not trading on my funded account right now or my challenge account because I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. Struggling to get back into it. I don't know why. Really have to make that mindset shift or something. But as I said, it will come. I'm trying to take actions, like taking proactive steps in order to change it. It's not I'm sitting on the sideline, so and just waiting for it to come back because that's not how it works. So yeah. Anyway, let's go about it. I will leave today's drawings on because I already got that on, but basically we had yesterday's previous or Friday's previous daily high, Friday's previous daily low, which also was the previous weekly low. And then we had previous weekly highs over here. And as we can see, yesterday we took out, this is yesterday, we took out the previous weekly high, previous daily high. And before we talk about this, we had this internal structure. Oh, let's go to the 1 hour. We had all this structure going on over here. And basically, this was all balanced out. So meaning it was all balanced out, meaning like there was no turning point. Like you have an order block, and order block is the turning point of price. As you can see over here, this was like the unmitigated wick in this case. That's or yeah, and that's where the change comes from. So price reaction that because it didn't have time to come back before there to react from it. So it does come back there just to react again. And here there's no like it's all balanced out. So price doesn't need to come back there for a reaction, if that makes sense. So what happens if price comes back there? It will most likely take that out. And that's what happened. And by doing that, we turned bullish and we still had this low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. Go on. You can also take from here, or from here, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, etc. But I took it from there. And that's basically what happened. So we took out this. We already knew that this was probably fake because price didn't have any internal range liquidity here. It just reacted from this area, but there was like no liquidity in this high to this low taken. So therefore we could like expect price to come above these highs. Maybe what also could have happened is like the price would come above here, above these highs, react for something here and then turn down. But it continued up, took out this high, took out this high. Now we are now here. And I didn't miss an entry because well maybe there was like a early sellers, but it was quite distance away, or I read it wrong. So yeah. Yeah. Um it was like short move, but that's today. So I will talk about that tomorrow or this afternoon, depends on my time and my planning. I'm not feeling it right now to go over every detail on the price, especially because it's just pumping. But we're wary in this deep discount. We took out these highs. We're bullish on this red range. We're still bearish on this yellow range. I don't know if we will stay bearish on this yellow range. If we turn bullish, it will be perfect because then we got this is all gone and we just have the yellow range and some internal ranges. But yeah, liquidity wise, get some liquidity up here. Red. Lining it up with we got over here. So we got liquidity to the upside. Got some order blocks above here still. Not marking those out until we break above, because I want to keep my charts clean. As we know, internal range liquidity taken, external range liquidity building up, but depending on what price does here, this will be either a target or we're gonna ignore it until we hear. Because however, this can be breakout and then fake out. But if you break bullish, I will be looking for longs from, let's see, path. If we break bullish here, we can really look for longs on this dark blue structure, or continue down here, and maybe take longs from this daily order block, something like that, depending on what price gives us. Then let's dig into yesterday. So Friday, strong bullish push. Like, I think this slowdown was just there because the volume was out of the market and not because we lost buying pressure, just because we lost traders in the market, institutions. Then coming into Monday, Sunday, Monday, whatever you want to call it, Asia low, instantly price starts pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Rates equals with this London high here. So that's reason enough to not look for sells maybe. As well as we have the previous weekly highs. And as I said, balance out price action. And this is where I didn't listen to myself. I was still looking for shorts here and started to take shorts, which is not smart. So I have to get like back to the basics. Is there POI? Yes, I can trade. Is there no POI? Okay, I don't trade. And I have to accept that if there is a short move and there was no POI, then it's better to not take the trade because it's more likely to trade to play out if there's a POI, because a POI is basically large order block, and order block means there's orders. So yeah, then what did we see happen? Price took out Asia highs, and by doing so created this short move, and that's where I was looking for shorts. So let's see why I was looking for shorts there. All right, I will just mark it out like this. We had this unmitigated wick though, and that's why I know we had the equals, but we reacted from this area. Going down lower, I don't know if there was anything. I don't remember. I looked there, but let's see. No, not really. This was market open, so there was no volume during these, or not a lot of volume during these days. So as you can see, still balanced out. This was the last unbalanced place, or maybe this. And these wicks took out this shit price action from Monday. So if anything, there was nothing. It's not as strong. Like, there's order flow maybe, but look at this. It's ugly price action. So knowing that, we can just forward or skip the replay. We came in there. Let's go replay there. Go to the 1 minute. And as you can see, we had, so first I tried to sell something over here. Was it here? Or was it here? I think it was here. Yeah, because we had this sell, early sellers. You see this low that led to this high. Taken out early sellers. And then we had another low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, break structure. So it's like, okay, that's a nice short. So I tried to short from here. Taken out. Another break structure. I remember that like this is not impulsive. And I was like, yeah, price balance out. Let's be patient. So I didn't take short here, even though it fitted the drill. But it was like, okay, I lost this one. And this is not like, this is impulsive. This is correctional down. So let's just wait. Then we came into Frankfurt open, London open here. London was here. push down once again. I tried to short from this 5-minute block and from this 1 minute, and I did a manual entry here. Yeah, I didn't follow my plan yesterday, but I did a manual entry here that gave me like 1%. So I was happy with that. Just immediately closed that and closed that 5-minute trade from the 5-minute block. Let me show you this 5-minute block here as well. So was break even on that, and then over here or coming up here, I start doing shit stuff again on my personal account. So yeah, and then yesterday there was maybe a long trade here because following the momentum of price, we have this 15-minute PY that sits below this liquidity. Oh, below this. So like a reaccumulation trade, knowing that price is balanced out. So let's take away this. Price is balanced out. So we knew like, okay, we're gonna take longs. Well, I didn't know that, but probably some people knew. 15-minute PY. Going to the 1 minute. Early buyers here. See this high that led to this low, taken out, continuation, turn around, minor break. It's not the cleanest because we have this low over here and it's outside of trading time. However, you can either take a direct entry, or you can take like this break long and you have a clean trade. So something like this along these lines, and 1 to 5 hit easily. Yeah, New York, nothing there. End of New York, we start forming bearish price action. Now reacting from these blocks over here, which sit in the extreme discount. I think if we come above here, it's done. So yeah, that's the recap. Following the ranges, not much happening. For now, there was like a short. Like you can see this as your early sellers. And then here you have your minor break entry from there. Short. That was a clean trade, but I didn't see this as early sellers. My fault. Peace out. I have